Hi everyone, today I will continue our development tutorial series, and today we will write tag values. Before we do that, let me open up RFID demo application and show you what it takes to write a tag value. And here I'm going to say tag value. So it takes three types of retries: find tag retries, erase tag retries, write tag retries, and the tag value. And these two options I have developed as a part of the library. If you don't provide the proper value, then it will take care of it. So let's write a tag value. Let me have a button up here, and let me have a text box up here. So I'm just gonna say put it up here, just gonna put it here, and I'm just gonna say write right, and this is gonna be our txt tag value. Okay, so let's hide this property, and I'm just gonna have a default, just tag value, just to make it easy for us. Come on, just gonna say NSYNC RFID tag, or let's say NSYNC demo app. So because we are working on it. Okay, so I'm just say click here. Now essentially you have to say mreader dot write tag and provide three parameters: write tag values, read tag values, and sorry, erase. So you got the point. Three parameters and then tag value. So there is another method that allows you to append the data. Let's say you just had a 6 character in length. It makes up only 6 byte. You still want to write it, but you do not want to have blank space or anything like that. You just want to makes it easy for you to develop the application. Just provide the 6 byte and write it, do the other stuff. So if txt tag value dot text dot length less than or equal to 12 characters. Okay, else it means like message box dot show tag value must be 12 characters in length. Okay, so we can just show the message box, that's it. And if we have less than 12 characters, then we can get our byte array, byte tag value. Okay, that's a tag val, and here where you can use the utility class utility and say get tag value, and you got to provide the string. So we're gonna say tag value dot text, and you also have to provide the length. So right now we're gonna provide whatever the length here we have, dot text dot length, but I will come up to later. And now you can simply say mreader dot write tag and say 10 retries to read it, 10 retries to erase it, 10 retries to write it, and I'm just going to say tag value, and I'm going to say yes, please append the tag data, and it will write the tag. So now once we write it, how we know if it did it or not? So for that we're gonna have response here, just like for the read tag, just like we had for the firmware version. So here we also going to make a response for the write tag. Okay, so here case command dot write tag, and I'm just going to say break. Sorry. So message box dot show tag was written. Okay, and read it, just Okay, the reason being that, so when you receive the message OK as a response, it means, when you have message OK as a response, it means the tag value was written properly. So you do not have to worry about, check it, read it again, because it's a part of the write tag routine. As a part of the reader, it writes it, it verifies it that it wrote the value as it's supposed to, and so you do not have to worry about checking it again. But what if you don't receive the message OK? So if you get your execution somewhere up here, it means tag value was written properly. So how do you handle the messages, or if it didn't write properly? So I'm gonna say reader or response dot command echo double is equal to dot write tag, and then I'm just going to say display a message here, unable to write tag, and I'm just going to show up whatever the message was, the error was. I'm just going to say response code sorry response code dot to string. Just going to close it. Okay, so I'm going to show message if it cannot write the tag. So let's run the application. First of all, I won't have any tag on top of it. So you see it says tag lost because it did not find the tag, and I'm just going to try it again. Okay, now let's read the tag here. First of all, it says something gibberish, I don't know, whatever it is. Now let's try to write it. Tag was written, read it. So you see NSYNC demo app, now it was able to write the tag app. So let's say, let me open up the code up a little bit here. Let me just hide this one and this one. So here what we are doing, especially in this method, you can pass the tag value, I mean 10 bytes, and it will still work. And because here we are appending something, so let's just pass 10 bytes and see what it comes out to be. So rather than NSYNC app, I'm just going to say NSYNC demo. Just going to say write it. Okay, tag was written. Now let's read it. You see it wrote the NSYNC demo, and then it appended 3 bytes with the zeros. So this is a good thing if you just want to have few characters in length, and then it will write the remaining characters for you. So this makes it easier for you. Okay, let's close this one. So now let's say if we have something bigger than 12 bytes, and you just want to shrink it. I mean, this is not a good idea, but this is just I'm showing you just for the demonstration, for the how you can use this function, get tag value. And here you can simply pass 12. So you're just gonna get 12 bytes back, no matter how long your character how long your string is. So NSYNC app, let's write it as it is. Okay, let's read it. Okay, that's fine. NSYNC app 123, let's write it. Tag value, because we got the error at the end, but doesn't matter. And you can see it only wrote NSYNC demo app and it trunkened 1 to 3 characters. And if you just want to have, like, let's say 6 bytes only, let me okay, so this is like more than 12 characters, right? Tag was written. So because we only passed 6 here in the second parameter to get tag value from the string, it's only writes 6 tags, 6 characters, and then remaining it just gives blank characters. So this is I hope you got the idea. And let's try to write some hexadecimal value. So I'm just going to comment out this part, and just comment out this part, and I'm going to write hexadecimal value. And so you have to provide hexadecimal value at least, tell 24 characters, or set of 2. Text dot length is equal to 24. Then only we are going to write, else same thing we did here, you can show the message, or do whatever you want. So I'm just going to do the same thing here. Byte, our tag value is equal to utility dot 2 bytes. So what this function does, it takes the hexadecimal string such as, let's say 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 a, I mean 0 means A, B, C, and this converts it to actual byte array. So we are not going to do here, but we are going to take input from the text box. So let's say txt tag value dot text, and again we're gonna issue the tag reader dot write tag, and I'm just gonna say 10 10 10. Okay, so this should be good. And sometimes if you do not provide proper string, then you might not have 12 characters byte in length. So I can show you using the breakpoint, but let's just write the tag value. Okay, what happened? Okay, so we missed the 4th argument, tag value. Okay, so let's write tag value here, 1. And this is, keep in mind, this is the hexadecimal values. These are not just numbers. 4 5 6 7 8 9 A, B, C. Okay, tag value. Okay, read it. So this was the tag value, and let me try to introduce some non-hexadecimal values such as Z, and let's put a breakpoint here and see what happens. So when you try to write it here, let's step over, and now if you see, it returns a null because it had invalid character, and now when you execute this one, it's gonna throw exception, or maybe not, because I'm handling it inside, so I should throw. So it's not gonna write the tag value, simple as that. So you should check the value here, such as if tag value dot length is equal to 12, then only you want to write it. Otherwise just show the message that this is a invalid hexadecimal string. So I hope you get the clear idea about how to write the tag values, and if you just want to read the tag every time successful read, I'm just gonna say here reader dot read tag. So you can write the tag and you can read tag right after it. So let's do it, and okay, and let's comment out this code, and let's make it 12 bytes here, just so we know. Okay, let's read it. Okay, I'm just gonna write it. So as you can see, it wrote the value, and it's a demo tag, and keep here, stay for watch it here, it's gonna change the value, right, and read at the same time. So I hope you find the fundamentals of the reader application development using the NSYNC SDK, and this is very easy, and you don't have to write a lot of code, but you just have to know what to pass. And for that, I would again recommend using the RFID block demo application, and you can look all the commands in detail implementation here. You can look up the sample code, how to send it, how to take the inputs, and how to handle the response. And so it's available for all the tags, And if you still have a question, feel free to contact us.